All right, Tristan Hope. He's from the BMD Wynnum Manly Seagulls. He joins us. How are you, Tristan?
Very well, thanks, Johnny.
Good, mate. How's that? We launched a new merchandise product for you last year called Tristan Hope Soap on a Rope. How's that going, mate? Is that going out the doors?
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting any money in, so it mustn't be going too well. So.
No, it's not. There's nobody based here. There's a lot of English people live in southeast Queensland. But anyway, let's move right along because it has been a bit wet. Last weekend, the Ipswich Jets, mate, you took them to the cleaners in the mud, speaking in the wet. How did you get through that? That was an interesting game of rugby league. It doesn't rain very often at Cougar, right?
Yeah, mate, she was pretty horrendous, to be fair. It was middle of the field there. We're just basically playing in a pig pen. And that's where we seem to be scoring all our points. So maybe if she rains cats and dogs every week, we might be all right. But no, she was pretty horrendous conditions there. There was a game of BRL that actually you called a few years ago, if you remember, and she was pretty flooded there as well. And we got the result on that day too. But yeah, she was pretty wet, mate. And we trained there last night and it was just honestly horrendous, that field. It was mud and slop. So yeah.
It usually rains down at Tweed. That game against Tweed, a lot of points scored that one, mate. I'm not sure if you played in that game, but defence wasn't real good from either side, but you fixed that up the following week.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Didn't play that week. Had a little bit of a niggly injury with the knee, but she's all good now. But yeah, same sort of thing, mate. We just, a bit of an up and down season so far. We kind of, knocking off some pretty good teams, and then we can't really back it up. So it was good to put I think that was our first time this year we put a full performance together, to hold an Ipswich side that can score anywhere around the park, regardless of, the weather. To hold them to 4 points is pretty impressive.
It's interesting you say that, Tristan, because the Seagulls haven't hit their straps. There's a lot of players missing from last year. A lot of players called up to the NRL. Obviously, Jaden Beryl's gone. We see Deloise Hoyter's out. Selman Corbo's gone up. So there's been a lot of changes. You guys haven't quite found that mojo yet for the full 80 minutes. You've done it once out of 7 games.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Like I said, it's been a bit up and down for us, and it makes it hard too at times when you kind of get people drop back. Early on we were getting 7 or 8 drop back, and then now it's kind of 3 or 4.
Yep.
And it does make it hard to kind of gel, but not making excuses either. We haven't hit the mark, nowhere near where we think we should be at the moment. So hopefully that's kind of the win that we needed to kickstart us and get us going and get a bit of momentum into the season.
Mate, I'm going to give you a pat on the back, mate, because you came to the Seagulls. You saw the light. You left that mob up north, come down here and play for Seagulls. But you've had Isaac Luke, you've had Jaden Beryl. You've stuck with the club. You probably make hooker from a lot of other clubs. Jake Turpin comes back, but you keep your chin up. Kololo's an outstanding hooker. I'm going to give you a pat on the back, mate, to stick to the club there because there's been a lot of hookers around. Again, we're talking about Taylor Brown. No, but it is interesting that you've stuck with the club, mate, and that's a team man, and credit to you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, mate. I just love everything about Wynnum, like the culture and, what Adam and Haynen and, all the coaching staff have done. It was a pretty easy decision to stay there, and the playing group that we have, and even a lot of the, the 21s and whatnot to train with us, mate. It's just, I obviously enjoyed my time at Redcliffe, but, I come over and I've just loved my time at Wynnum. And, like you said, I've had some pretty handy players in front of me. But, I've kind of just keep chipping away at it and, finding myself in the team every week. So, I can't complain.
Hooker mainly, lock maybe, halves. Is that something you wouldn't mind having a crack at one day?
Mate, I reckon I'm a bit of like the Q Cup version of Mitchell Orbison. I reckon I can just get around and just poke around wherever. Not going to say too much like that, but I reckon I can do. No, mate, I love to play hooker. Obviously, that's my position that I think that I'm more suited to. But, I'm happy to do the team thing, mate. When you've got players like Turpin and that getting dropped back, you kind of got to do what you got to do to be in the team every week.
Well, I reckon if he comes back, you go up.
Oh, well, I'm happy with that. It sounds good to me.
It's a swap. It's like, trading spies. But anyway, this weekend, you're up against the Cutters?
Mackay.
Cutters, I should say. Yeah. They're a good side. It's a Friday night game. It's a short turnaround for you.
Yeah, short turnaround, mate. And obviously playing in pretty much a heavy 10, actually probably should have been abandoned, to be fair, on the weekend there. So we've had a pretty light week, mate. No excuses. We go up there. Mate, they're a bloody good footy side. Plenty of heart, plenty of energy. They've got good middles. They've had some pretty decent Cowboys getting dropped back, as in Granville and Condon and the likes. So, mate, they're playing good footy. So she's going to be a pretty good contest up there Friday night.
You need to win this game, Tristan, to stay in the top 8. The Cutters need to do exactly the same thing. So there's a lot on the line for both sides. So it should be an absolute cracker.
Will be, mate. Like I said, they come with plenty of energy. So, I didn't know that. So there you go. So there will be, be going up there expecting a big one.
Maxie Elliott, he must be due to go back in front of the judiciary. It's been a while.
Has been a while. He got through the BRL game there, and then there was a lifting tackle on Saturday, and I think there was a gasp in the crowd. I don't know if it was from Bomber up in the stands or who it was, but there was a bit of and I think he even had a bit of what do I do here? Do I keep going or what do I do? So, but no, it's been good, mate. He come back with full of energy, and he's looked after himself, so he didn't look like he missed a beat there, so it was good.
All right, you have got a great forward pack with Matthew Love Henry. The start of the season, just quickly before I finish, it was a pretty much the nucleus of the forward pack that you had, apart from Jaden, of course, but the back line was completely unknown. Sammy Scarlett's still there. Now the halves, we've got different players coming into the centres and on the wing. It's a bit of a mix-up as well. So as a ball distributor, are you finding it a little bit more comfortable out wide now with some of those players?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Like I suppose in the last few weeks, we've kind of had Matty Lyons and, with Hopewadi's been a permanent fixture in the side as well. And, we got Kiko back and Drayden Sorensen's come into the side as well. But, mate, they're all kind of – it's just – I feel as though we're just, another win or two away from really kicking into gear. I think like that week, the win against Ipswich really going to kick us into gear. And I feel as though I could just see on the weekend that the boys were starting to go, okay, this is what it's all about, working out what it's all about. So, yeah.
All right. Well, listen, all the best. There's a few games going away. You got to go to, I think, Serena, and I think you got to go to Harvey Bay. That's a bit of a road trip coming up there. So the songs are going to come thick and fast. Bring the guitar, the ukulele, the old Scott Morrison, mate. And the mustache is looking very delicious these days, mate. Any chance of shooting a few more movies?
Look, I'm not going to say no. If there's a bit of money floating around and anyone's listening, I'm more than happy to do so. Yeah, I'll get around it. So I'm chasing.
All right, mate. Fantastic. We'll try and find someone who've got all their teeth. It'd be great. All right. All the best and good luck on the weekend. It's going to be a tough game against the Colours, and we appreciate your time on Queensland League Scene, man.
No dramas. Cheers, Johnny. Thanks, mate.
Bye.